Hello, Capricorn. Welcome back to Spirit Source Tarot. We're going to do your April monthly reading. This is April 2025. We're going to pull 4 cards and clarify as much as we have to. Please feel free to swap the energies as well as understand that if there is somebody that is thinking about you or you're thinking about them, they are in your energy, so that could also come through. Also remember that every storyline might not be yours. There are millions of other Capricorns on this earth. And hopefully we're all doing well. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Please feel free to recommend this message to anyone who you think might benefit from it. All right, guys, let's get your cards pulled, dear. First card for you. First card is the Six of Cups. Your second card, my dear. Second card is the Nine of Wands. Third card for Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit. Third card is the Ace of Wands. And your fourth card is the Nine of Pentacles. So while I was shuffling, it felt like there needs to be some sort of regeneration. There needs to be a change. You know, you're either with someone that the relationship it is seasoned. However, it's just been going through like a bit of a struggle. I don't think there's anything major. It's just like little things that have been adding up over time. It's like not seeing eye to eye, internal frustrations that aren't being voiced. It just has felt like, you know what, I've been waiting for this to get better for a long time and it has not. And for the month of April, and this is sometimes a good thing, that you might feel more of a degree of wanting to go it alone, of wanting to start a new chapter in your life, turn a new leaf. Okay, like I said, this is a seasoned relationship, so we have the Nine of Pentacles over there, who, you know, is comfortable financially, wants the best for themselves, is feeling quite secure and happy in their own skin, you know, which should happen as we age and as time goes by, hopefully more and more. But this person obviously wants to start something new, and it feels like on a single path, because the Nine of Pentacles is a traditionally single person. This is not somebody with family and kids and all sorts of other responsibilities. Okay, so let's clarify and see what's going on. Sometimes this is a good thing, you know, rather than being somewhere where you feel unfulfilled, where the relationship is such a, you know, it's feeling like a burden. It's feeling like every day is a major uphill battle. Like we don't have anything to talk about, where we don't even like to hang out in the same way or do extracurricular activities in the same way. One person might be a homebody while the other person might want to travel and stuff like that. So that sort of burden, you know, that sort of struggle to constantly, and it's not even a compromise, because that compromise feels dreadful while you're doing it, you know? So it's that sort of Nine of Wands here. So apparently this couple has been together for quite some time, and I feel like you've reached and you've learned what this relationship was supposed to teach you with this Six of Cups. There was a reason for it. It was written. So this could have been one of those teaching relationships for a certain amount of seasons. And it seems like it is time, or somebody has the desire to really start something physically that they're excited about. living a life that they love, that type of thing. So let's clarify the Six of Cups. Let's clarify across the board for the lovely Capricorn. Clarifying, look at that. You've learned what you're supposed to learn. This was for a reason. Six of Cups is clarified by the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, it's also strategic thinking. It's learning something. It is, sometimes competing, taking stuff from others in a negative way. It can be manipulative, but in this instance, it is not. It is strategically learning and moving on to another step. The swords are information. The swords are a source of knowledge. So you either have the upper hand or something like that. But in this instance, you have gained what you're supposed to gain from it. And you are supposed to be moving on. Clarifying the Nine of Wands for Capricorn. Yeah, it's not always a bad thing, especially if it's a mutual agreement here. Clarifying the Nine of Wands for Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit. Nine of Wands is clarified. Eight of Pentacles. Here we are again. We've learned what we're supposed to learn. We've gone from the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? It has been, you're going to start figuring out, you're going to start feeling that, you know what? The Eight of Pentacles is not a rookie. Not like they're almost at the level of the Nine of Pentacles, obviously. And that's why we're saying that this relationship was a teaching. This relationship was probably, you saw a lot in yourself. It seems like, as we're seeing here with the Six of Cups, that there's been growth. There's been maturity. This is also an example of time here. So there's been a time of learning. Eight of Pentacles is somebody who's learned and mastered their craft. They're no longer an apprentice. They are advanced at what they've learned. The Nine of Wands, it's advanced in its movement, and it's marching forward, and it's acquiring of these wands. Okay? One foot in front of the other. So this has been I feel like it's been a good experience at that. It hasn't been awful. It's just now that it's at the end of its road, it just feels like drudgery. It feels like a heavy burden because you're actually supposed to free yourself from this. And I'm not recommending, just roll out regardless of anyone's feelings, because I feel like this is a mature couple that can come to an agreement, and I feel like this will be mutual. Clarifying the Ace of, that wanted to flip out. Ace of Wands. Yep, it's going to be mutual to start something new together. Here we are. It's going to be mutual to get to the Nine of Pentacles individually. This is the Page of Cups saying emotionally, we're in agreement. We're going to have this talk. The meeting of the minds, the meeting of the souls are going to be in agreement. Those are the only two cups on the table at this time. And it is a new path forward that everyone is going to be happy with. So I'm loving this for you, Capricorn. I really am. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Capricorn. This is a really straightforward reading here. And, we're going to dig a little deeper and see. I'm probably going to, I really don't know. I was going to say I was going to pull more underneath the Nine of Pentacles to see if there's anyone coming down the pike. But I think you're going to enjoy single life. I think you're going to enjoy having admirers, enjoy dating, enjoy meeting new people, doing things that you like to do, experimenting, finding things that you like to do, groups and different sorts of associations of that nature. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's been quite some learning here. Yeah, Page of Swords. So we've got a new learning here. And here we say we're going to be finding things that we like to do. Communication with admirers, communication with people that want to interact and partner up with you and just, be inspired by you in all different shapes or forms. You're going to be communicating as well. This is going to be a new exchange for you, a new way of doing things, because obviously you weren't actually, dating like that while you were with this person. But this is definitely a mutual agreement here. Or one person is all for it. Let's put it that way. So we're going to clarify again, just to make sure that it is mutual, because this person is bringing this conversation up. Probably now, hinting around it, probably towards the end of the month, this is going to be communicated. It is going to be moving forward with this Ace of Wands. This is going to feel right within your spirit. You are going to bring all of these points up during the discussion. You're also looking forward to it. The two swords on the table are standing for this knowledge, this understanding mentally. And this is something that you're going to communicate to this person at this time. But I did want to clarify just a bit further, just to make sure that it is mutual, just to see if the other person is going to offer any sort of resistance. How's this going to go down type of thing. Let's see if Spirit will give us a heads up, or if it's just going to be easy breezy sailing across the board for you, dear. But I'm all for it. It looks like you know exactly what you're doing. Looks like you are also in agreement. That was the Sun card that wanted to flip out, but it felt like a fumble. Got to come out my hands, right, folks? So let's clarify for Capricorn. The Six of Cups right next to the Five of Swords. Let's give this a look. Something felt like it flipped. Yep, Strength card. Let's give this a look. This is an honest sort of understanding here with this Strength card. Let's look at this for exactly what it is. Let's not try to give this any sort of fairy tale, unrealistic ending. Let's be honest. Let's just understand where we've come. And it's going to be a tough conversation, but it's a necessary one. Sometimes it is difficult to, close a chapter, a door, and create, something new and turn around towards something new. But it's also can be a beautiful experience. Clarifying the Nine of Wands right next to the Eight of Pentacles. And that's clarified by Judgment. Here we are again with these very, very strong, strong Major Arcana cards, letting us kind of know that this is written. This is going to happen. This is supposed to happen. This was written as a learning experience. Okay, Judgment card is clarifying the Nine of Wands right next to the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, here we are, this Page of Cups, and this new deck wanted to flip out again. So we said we were clarifying this second round to see if this was going to be mutual, to see if everybody was on the same page. And it looks like we can say hooray. Everyone is on the same page. Everyone is going to be in agreement. It might not be, oh my God, we're going to jump off the deep end, cowabunga style, but it will be, I think, a dignified, mutual agreement. Both of you will sort of, and here are the cups, two people in these cups, two people holding the cups, agreeing to let's start a new chapter. Looks like it's going to be single, going our separate ways, and really saying, you know what, We gave this a good run. We didn't have a terrible time. We learned everything we were supposed to learn. What a wonderful experience. You'll hold each other in high regard and move on. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles right next to the Page of Swords for Capricorn. This is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. So here we are with the new information, the new sources, the new contacts, the new admirers, the new flirtations, the information going back and forth. This is a lot. This is texting. This is online. You might also dabble in a little bit of online dating. There are going to be a lot of people that are interested in you. So Capricorn, look at this. This is a mutual agreement. And you moving forward, you are going to be glowing. This is really, you're going to feel it in your spirit that this was the right decision for you. And what a blessing for you both to be in agreement for this new chapter. Wonderful example of, could have been kindred spirits, but definitely soulmates in that respect. Came and learned what you were supposed to learn, mastered it, prepared yourself for the next stage in life together. Wonderful. Wonderful. This is like a standing ovation right here. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for letting me share. I will be back for your weekly reading. Bye.